Hello, everyone. Good evening. So, let me just give a brief introduction about myself and the purpose behind this meeting. My name is Makarand Ramakant Jaina. I am basically the Business Intelligence Associate at Cloud Counselage Pvt, and I'm also a technical lead as far as leading the projects in IAC is concerned, are concerned, with respect to the internship programs, the projects which are there in internship programs. So, I'm basically the technical lead on that front. And the basic purpose behind initiating this meeting is in order to guide you, to assist you in progressing ahead with respect to your professional journey as far as your the global professional internships are concerned and the activities that you are carrying out over IAC as far as industry training, attending webinars or the events are concerned. Okay. So, and also, we do have project demos and the group discussions. So today also we are going to have a group discussion. Let me tell you that the purpose behind the group initiating this group discussion is in order to assist you in your professional development. And also, let me tell you that the group discussion will be helpful as far as brainstorming and having the impromptu conversations with your colleagues are concerned. Okay. And also that will help you in developing the problem solving abilities. And as far as the audience or the people with whom you will be interacting, so you will get to know diverse perspectives. And also group discussion helps in fostering the real-time knowledge transfer between peer-to-peer conversations. So I hope that all of you are good to proceed ahead with progressing ahead with the group discussion that we are going to conduct now. Kindly just give a thumbs up if you are thrilled about the same. And yes, let me tell you, there is nothing like right or wrong in the group discussion. It's just that you have to provide a perspective. Okay. And in case you want to take assistance from any kind of online resource, even that is fine. But yes, all you have to do is you have to learn about how to become a part of any discussion. And yes, group discussion, let me tell you, discussion is basically an important part as far as the recruitment process is concerned. So over there also the group discussion will play a very important role for you. And as far as resolving the problems or working upon the projects are concerned, so group discussion also gives you the platform for brainstorming with your colleagues. So there is nothing like right or wrong, but it is basically all about having the discussion, knowing about the diverse perspectives, and to develop the problem solving abilities. So I have received acknowledgements from few people present over here. I would like to receive a thumbs up from everyone who is present in this meeting. Let us have an ice-breaking conversation. Let us make the most out of this meeting so that whenever you are having a professional journey after IAC, or I can say while you will be opting for, while most of the students have joined us, while you will be opting for jobs or even for internships. So these skills, the interpersonal skills, will be very much helpful for you. Once this group discussion is done, we will be progressing ahead with resolving the queries each one of you has, if there are any, with respect to GPI and IEC. So, can I just receive a quick thumbs up from each one of you to progress ahead with the discussion? Come on. Nice. That's really good. Thank you, guys. All right. So now we will be beginning with the group discussion. First of all, let me just share my screen. All right. So, IAC team members, I hope my screen is visible. Vineet,
Yes.
Sonali.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
Mark.
Thanks a lot for confirming. So, this is the topic for today's group discussion, which is about the low-code corporate reality, custom platforms versus enterprise platforms. Okay, and now let me tell you that this topic is coming under web development. Okay, as I mentioned, that following are the benefits that you will be receiving from this group discussion, for which the group discussion has been scheduled for you. These are the following rules that you have to follow. And yes, one of the main important point is avoid diverging from the main topic. Okay, so here goes the first question. As platforms like Power Pages or Salesforce become more powerful, how should a student's learning path evolve to stay relevant? As platforms like Power Pages or Salesforce become more powerful, how should a student's learning path evolve to stay relevant? Now, just to provide you a context, basically Power Pages and Salesforce are the platforms wherein you can develop the websites. Okay. And also, Power Pages does has this low code, no code abilities. Okay, for developing the website. Okay. So, and also Salesforce is also having the skills of creating the website. All right. And mainly it is used for the CRM purposes. Okay, CRM purposes and the websites. However, there is a difference between both. If you are checking with respect to mechanisms or the manual interventions, so Power Pages will require less manual intervention than Salesforce. Okay. And whenever we will be putting across the points, we will be raising our hands for placing the points. Okay. And while anyone is speaking over the call, we will be actively listening to them. We will stay on mute once they finish up their point. Okay. After checking up with the sequence, we will be mentioning the names, then they can proceed ahead further with discussing about their points, or I can say their viewpoints. Okay. All right. So regarding this first question, who would like to put forth their point? Please raise your hands. And yes, let me illustrate that again. There is nothing like right or wrong in this discussion. All we have to do is we have to just exchange our thoughts, our ideas. Anyone, let us initiate this discussion from the team members. Vineet, since you are leading the web development, we would like to understand your viewpoints for this particular question.
Sure, Mark. Okay. So, for a student, until they get into the industry, they didn't able to get the Salesforce tools or the interface to get access more about the functionalities and other things. So, in the way, they need to start with the basic tools. So for the Power Pages, they are provided by Microsoft. So they can start with the initial tools which comes under the free versions like the Microsoft, the Excel and the Power BI. Like they can start with the tools initially, and they can familiar later with the advanced tools that can use in a enterprise level. And that is the one recommendation. And the other thing will be they can use the tools which comes under some free limit, so they can also utilize that to understand the platform. So if any other better tool will be there, they can also able to know the functionalities that is already in the free version. And also, if a student will be there taking care of these tools, they can able to use the self-hosted platform, the N9 and for automation for AA students. And a lot of things they can do with the free version. Once they understand the core functionalities in the free version or the basic tools, they can once they get into the industry, they can able to use the other tools in a very easy manner. So that's all from my side. So anyone can share their thoughts.
Thanks a lot, Vineet. That was a good point. And yes, I do agree that since students are not that much familiar with Salesforce, and of course, Salesforce is something which is majorly used across the industries. And the reason behind why this particular topic was introduced today is just to make the students understand about how they can progress ahead as far as learning or understanding the professional tools are concerned. And as you rightly mentioned, that they must begin with learning and utilizing the basic tools like Power Pages. Additionally, I would just like to mention that regarding how to utilize any or how to learn about any platform, so there are a lot of online resources also available through which the students can learn. As the question had mentioned, that how the students' learning path can evolve to stay relevant. So I feel one of the important learning resources for the student is IBM. Another one that comes is Microsoft Learn. So there is a great platform for IBM Skills Build. Okay. And also the Microsoft Learn is having some great tools with some great courses. In fact, I would say courses, or I can say modules or learning paths, wherein they can learn about how to use Power Pages and also for a Salesforce. So there are online resources also available for the same, through which they can learn and they can implement designing a website or any platform. And of course, I would also like to mention that the people or the students who are enrolling on GPI, and whenever they are selecting any particular domain, so yeah, we do provide the domain course as the fundamental knowledge for them, so that they can understand about the technology and they can work upon that in smooth manner. Any other point? All right, so I will be progressing ahead further. Just allow me a moment. So here is the second question. How can professional developers ensure that apps built by non-technical staff stay secure and optimized? How can professional developers ensure that apps built by non-technical staff stay secure and optimized? All right, so with respect to this question, I would like to mention few points from my end. So one of the great practices that professional developers can do is that they should document the steps. They should prepare the user manual for the members, or I can say the teammates who will be interacting with those systems, or I can say the non-technical staff who will be interacting with those systems. So how they must keep the systems secured and optimized. So one of the very important takeaway or the very important point is to make them aware about how to utilize the system. And that can be done by providing them the well documented user manual, which contains every information about how to keep the systems secured. And wherever it is necessary, professional developers should help them to learn about how to keep those systems secured by providing them the appropriate resources. Vineet, your points, or anyone else, your points, please.
For this kind of scenario, so someone who don't have the expertise in the web development or the product related thing. So he has the idea or the clarity. So he built the one prototype that works very well, and he don't know the industry standard like the reviewing code and other stuff. He created, that's fine, and he able to manage to create the prototype in a 2 3 days, and that is very great. And the problem arise, the industry expert will know the SOPs. So in terms of scaling the product or the prototype to in a large scale, so that time there will be an SOPs must be followed by the industry expert. So that is the lacking phase in the citizen making the whatever thing, the apps. So until they familiar with the SOPs, then that is okay. Also, the data security will be there. The standard coding format will be followed throughout the project. And in future, any errors or issues arise, then they can able to easily modify the code or update the code in a lesser than a minute. So
Thanks a lot, Vineet. That was a great point you have put across. Yes, as you mentioned that SOPs, those are very much essential for the industry experts to follow. And of course, yes, in most of the industries, and of course, in our organization also, whenever it happens that we have to design any particular system, we are following the appropriate SOPs. We have the operating procedures, protocols to follow. So we follow those protocols, and accordingly, we are progressing ahead with designing the systems and the teammates who are interacting with the systems for the first time. So we ensure that they are aware about how to utilize those systems. And of course, we do provide them the trainings by offering them those free tools through which they can get the knowledge of how they can implement or use the systems.
yes, Martin, yeah. Until once the person who built the prototype, he also able to reach out the industry expert to getting more about the knowledge. So he is
Exactly,
also
yes.
will be the expert wanted.
Yes, yes, I agree with that point that the gap which is there between the non-technical staff and the industry experts. So that shouldn't exist. In fact, the cross once that gap is removed, or we can say uh, the cross collaboration comes into picture, wherein the non-technical staff and industry experts come together to keep the system secured. And their cross collaboration helps them to learn a lot of things. Non-technical staff get to learn most of the things from the industry experts, and eventually even they get promoted from being a non-technical to a tech-savvy guy.
Exactly, Makan.
Any other point, members? Members, I meant to say the participants who have attended this meeting. Any other point? Guys, even if that point is wrong, or if you feel that you are not so sure, still kindly put forth that. There is no harm in that. Nobody is going to judge you over here. Anyone? Okay, by the way, I just wanted to confirm who all are from Universal AI University. Okay, all right. So, guys, do you have any points to put across regarding this? Because this discussion has been scheduled for all of you, not just we internal members, but this discussion is being scheduled for all of you. So, any point that any one of you has to share can share. Anyone who has some points to say can raise their hand and provide the pointers. All right, guys, it's okay. So we will move ahead with another one. Okay, good evening, Raghavendra. We have Raghavendra with us. Okay, so here we go with the last question, or I can say the last point. What are the long-term risks of building a business critical application entirely on a third-party platform? What are the long-term risks of building a business critical application entirely on a third-party platform? So this is a general question. Vineet, what are your points as far as web development domain is concerned? How do you perceive this question?
Yes, Makan. And I would like to share one scenario in my previous organization. So there is one fellow, he's my friend. So he started to, uh, like has one idea about for the medical industry to create an automation pipeline. So he reached out some clients and he made the prototype in a third-party application. So from that he will, for exactly in our case like Tag Mango, so he gets some functionalities that is built in the third-party services. And once he reached a few more clients, then they scaled the product for their 10 to 20 officers like, so they need a lot of involvement in the integration, lot of things. So that time, depending on the third party services will affect us because the client requested governance of the data and the lot more control and lot of things, but we didn't build in it starting from the scratch. We are depending on someone, their services, so that is a very affecting cost that time. So sometimes it will affect, but for the small scale industries, if we have the better clarity of that product we are gonna uh, provide for someone, so that time it will okay. So it will depending on the scenario. So you have the big idea and you need to scale to large number of count. So that time we have the all the things under our control is a better option. While we are struggling in the later phases, we if we have the full governance of what we have, then it is a good option to make in the industry for a longer term without any struggle.
Thanks a lot for putting that point, Vineet. Yes, using the third-party platforms, as you rightly mentioned, that uh, while they scaled their products using the third-party services, but then they faced struggles while working with the same. So yeah, there is a risk involved in utilizing the third-party platforms as long as I believe as long as the control and the full governance of the data is in our hands, we will be able to deal with the problems at a much faster rate. And if at all it happens, like we are using the third-party services, one of the key takeaways or one of the most important point that we must take care of is to understand how that third party service or third party platform works, so that whenever we are facing any problems or concerns, so we will have the idea about how to tackle that problem or how to troubleshoot that issue. Any other points, guys? Anyone? If any one of you is having the point, kindly raise your hand, unmute yourself and provide the pointers. Team members, Venkatesh, I guess you are also here. Good evening, Venkatesh.
Yeah, hi Makaran, good evening.
So, I guess you are also aware about the question regarding which we are having the discussion. What are your points as far as using the third party services are concerned?
If we are thinking about the third party services that like for the open source, like in the DevOps side and cloud side, so whenever we are integrating with the any other tool, so it's become the major concern. So and the focusing part that we are think about it, like the contributions. So in the openly sites, where that support kind of that we having the more solutions in available in the open site. So firstly that we check that the if there is an available for the any tool, there is the support in the industry. Then we are check about it for the costing purpose. and like yeah, enterprise level is available. So if we go ahead and any issue is there happening with the in the future or not, is that our system will affect with this system by software or not. So according to that we work. So
Thanks a
I
lot,
think
Venkatesh. Yes,
so
yes.
this is required to that like in the uh, whenever we are thinking about the any like tool or anything else. So that's the thing, man. I said.
Thanks a lot, Venkatesh, for mentioning that point. That was really insightful, and that was really helpful. And and yes, I really hope that the students are gaining the most of the things from this discussion. Thanks a lot, Venkatesh and Vineet. That was a great discussion with you guys. You guys mentioned a lot of points. So we are good to conclude the group discussion. So beginning with the question number one that we had discussed, which was with respect to the Power Pages and Salesforce, how the students' learning path evolved to stay relevant. So Vineet had mentioned about students can use Power Pages and those which come in free limit. They can learn, and yes, he also mentioned that they can learn about those tools online and they can use the self-hosted tools for creating websites or platforms. And I had mentioned about online platforms like IBM Skills Build, Microsoft Learn, and indeed the internship programs that we are providing through IAC, which contain the domain courses for students' development in their professional journey as far as developing the products or websites are concerned. Coming to question two, which was related to assisting the non-technical staff with respect to keeping the systems secured. So I had mentioned non-technical staff must be made aware by professional developers about keeping the system secured through user manual, through the well-documented user manual and online learning resources. And Vineet mentioned industry experts are expected to know SOPs in terms of scaling product or prototypes. SOPs must be followed by experts, and experts should make non-technical staff aware about the SOPs and mechanisms to keep the system secured. Regarding which, even I had agreed, and I had mentioned that, of course, if that happens and the cross collaboration happens between the industry experts and the non-technical staff, then the non-technical staff can also eventually become the tech savvy guys. And coming to the last question, which was with respect to utilizing the third party platforms. So Vineet had shared his friend's experience about utilizing or creating the automation pipeline for medical industry, wherein he reached to the clients, created the prototype, and while the clients scaled their product using the third party services, but then later on they faced struggles upon understanding and working with the third party services. And yes, it is risky to depend upon third party services. Full governance, if full governance of data is in our hands, that would be helpful. And even I agree to that point that third party platform is risky to use. And if we are using, and if anyone is using, then thorough understanding of how that third party platform can be utilized and the data which will be utilized with that third party platform, those details should be understood. Venkatesh also mentioned that whenever we are integrating the third-party platform with our tool, be it for cloud computing or DevOps, major concern is there with respect to the third-party platform. In open sites, more solutions are available, and if there is any tool available, support from industry is available. So whenever we are looking for utilizing the third-party platform, we must check for the costs. We must check if that system is safe to use. So that was all about the group discussion. Thanks a lot, Vineet and Venkatesh. Those points were helpful. I guess there was a message. AWS Educate. Okay. Raghavendra, you mentioned about AWS Educate. If you could unmute yourself and mention more about the same. Okay, yes. Thank you so much, Raghavendra. So he mentioned about another platform through which the students can gain good amount of skills, which is the AWS Educate. Thanks, Raghavendra. That was good point. All right. So guys, we can proceed ahead with the queries any one of you is having with respect to the internships or industry training which are provided through IAC. Anyone has questions with respect to ISE or life projects or internships or journaling app? Okay, so Shreyas is asking about that. Okay. Which platform? So basically, Shreyas, we were discussing about the platforms through which the students can gain professional skills. I guess you had to say something. Please unmute yourself.
Am I audible, sir? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, Shreyas, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Sir. So I can face certain difficulties to the login in Power BI. I can see that the paid subscription for that.
Okay, I guess there is some confusion with respect to utilizing Power BI. Are you utilizing Power BI desktop or Power BI service?
Power BI desktop, but it is necessary to log in Power BI because of I can't think that कि मतलब जरूरत लगेगी साइन इन करने की क्योंकि जो भी जरूरत है वो मैं मतलब जो भी टूल्स यूज करने के हैं पावर बीआई में वो मैं एफिशिएंटली यूज कर पा रहा हूँ सो मुझे नहीं लगता कि लॉग इन करने की
हाँ श्रेयस, लॉग इन करने की जरूरत नहीं है उस प्लेटफॉर्म में। आई कैन से पावर बीआई में इवन इफ यू आर यूटिलाइजिंग पावर बीआई, अगर आप पावर बीआई विदाउट लॉग इन किए भी अगर आप यूज करते हो, स्टिल इट्स फाइन। नो इश्यूज विद दैट।
ओके ओके थैंक
वेलकम। Any other query? Oh, thanks, Venkatesh. You mentioned about another tool, AWS Skill Builder. Yes, that is also a great platform to learn. Any other questions, guys? Or if any one of you wants to give an introduction, okay, we have a question. Aradhya, where is the goal setting sheet mentioned in the project submission form? Aradhya, if you could unmute yourself and provide a few more details in order to interpret this question.
Yeah, sir. So, like in the go like project submission form, there is this point that says we need to submit our duly completed goal setting sheet. So, I needed to know where is this goal setting sheet available?
Okay, okay. So, Aradhya, you must have accessed the GPI workflow, correct?
Yes, sir.
So there is a section named as goal setting. Over there, you will be able to find that template.
Okay, sir. Okay, I recheck it. Like confirm.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Thanks, Venkatesh. Okay, nice, Aradhya. So your query is resolved. Thanks. Thanks for confirming. Any other question, any other doubts? Feel free to discuss with us.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Sir, I'm
Aman.
facing problem to update the daily working hour, like how many hours I'm working in daily. Is there we need to mention fill in this type of queries in the GPI portal, but I'm unable to find that location. So can you please guide me where to update the daily working hours report?
Sure. So, Aman, you must have accessed the GPI workflow wherein the goal setting is a goal setting section is there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So within goal setting, there is a chapter item named as journaling app. Are you over there?
Just
Or
a
have you
concern.
accessed?
Like in get started page.
No, no, no. It's not in Get Started page. Kindly remember whenever you will be accessing the GPI workflow, or I can say the internship workflow, that will be accessible through my programs.
Okay, sir. Wait a second. Yeah, my programs. Yes, sir. After that, my programs and
Yeah, so in my programs, you must be able to find global professional internships. By the way, did you register yourself into that or you haven't?
yes, sir. I have registered, but I'm forgot, so that's why I'll ask these questions.
No problem. So in my programs, you can access that global professional internships workflow. Since you have registered, so it must be accessible. Please check.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in that, kindly go to goal setting section. There you will find journaling app wherein all the questions are there. Like in journaling app, you will be able to mention the number of hours that you are spending for self-training and upon working upon the live projects. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thanks. Yes, sir.
Welcome. Any other
Thank
queries
you,
from
sir.
your side, Aman?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. No problem. I guess, Shreyas, you raised your hand again. I guess you had something to say. Okay, he is not over here. I guess he must be facing some internet connectivity issue.
Hello, sir. I have a question.
Yes, Shardul, please go
Sir,
ahead.
as the in the GPA section, the sentence is written, sorry, in goal setting, download the goal setting template. So where we can get the template, where we can download it.
Uh, Thanks for that question, Shardul. Can you see the option resources over there
Yes,
in
sir.
the, yeah. So over there you will find that template. Kindly just check.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
sir.
you can download that template and
Yes.
then you can make the changes by editing that document and make the entries.
Yes, sir. Sure. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Any other question, guys? Okay. Is there any one of you who would like to showcase the demonstration of the project? Anyone? By the way, let me tell you the demonstration that we are asking for it is basically with respect to the live project, uh, for which the problem statement is given in GPI, or I can say the live project workflow that we are providing through IEC. If there is anyone who would like to demonstrate that project, can let us know. Okay, I guess most of you who are here are new to IEC. Okay, no problem.
Sir, can you tell some information related to goal setting, like for what it is?
Okay, so Shardul, basically goal setting is a sheet, or I can say the template which has been shared with the interns in order to assist them about achieving their goals by scheduling those goals or the tasks. So whenever you are going for working towards any project with a plan prepared, with a scheduled plan, then chances of succeeding in that project becomes very much, I can say the chances are quite high that you will become lot more successful in executing that project. Okay. So in order to help you in achieving those goals, in order to make or imbibe that practice of scheduling your tasks or scheduling the projects, scheduling the deadlines for your projects, the goal
That
setting
means,
template has been
in
kept.
short, we can say giving equal amount of time to them so we can complete it efficiently.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That was I wanted to say, as I
Okay,
mentioned,
sir.
that once you will mention the deadline for each and every task or each and every project, chances are quite high that you will become successful in achieving those outcomes.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome. And whenever it happens that you guys are facing difficulties or you have queries, you can utilize this meeting that is being scheduled on every Friday between 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., of course. Okay, we have T. Mohan also with us. Okay, I guess there was someone who was trying to say something. Atik, was it you? Atik Sheikh? By the way, if you are speaking on mute. Okay, I guess there must be some issues with respect to network. By the way, we have T. Mohan also with us. So, Mr. Talishetty Mohan, do you have any queries for us? You can ask those queries if you have any. Okay, I guess he has already left the meeting. No issues. Anyone else who is having the query? Or anyone would like to give their introduction can utilize this utilize this platform. In introduction, you can mention about your name and the domain towards which you are working. All right, I guess since we are approaching towards the closure, if the ones who are present over here who are not having queries can feel free to drop off. The ones who are having queries shall stay here. Thank you, guys.
You everyone for joining. So have a happy weekend.
Have a happy weekend, guys. Okay, Aradhya, thanks for that question. By the way, we would like to confirm in which domain are you working? You may unmute yourself and speak.
So artificial intelligence.
Okay, so in live project workflow, have you seen the chapter item named as deliverables?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so in deliverables chapter item, you will see a search box or the drop down button. Over there, just select artificial intelligence. After you select artificial intelligence, you will see the list of the deliverables which are expected to be there, to be kept in zip file or to be provided through the zip file. Okay, so you have to basically check with all those templates which are given. Okay, kindly download the individual templates which are mentioned over there. Okay, and those templates you have to edit and you have to get the work done. And yes, kindly remember that demo video is very much important to submit along with those deliverables whose templates you will be downloading individually. Okay.
Yes. Okay, sir.
So demo video along with the deliverables, you will be saving them within one common folder. That folder will be getting converted into a zip file, and that zip file you will be providing through the live project submission form, which will be available in the live project workflow for artificial intelligence. So through that, you can submit that along with the rest of the textual questions which are mentioned in the form.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Any other queries, guys? Yes, Shreyans, you can unmute yourself and speak. Good evening. Shreyans, if you're speaking on mute. All right. I guess there must be some permission issue due to which you are not able to unmute yourself. No worries. You may put your questions in your chat, or else, if required, you can just rejoin us again. If you are rejoining us again, then you will be able to ask or discuss with us the queries that you're having. Okay, so Shreyans, let me tell you that basically this meeting is kept in order to assist the interns in resolving their queries, the queries which can be associated with the internship, the life project workflow for the internships, and industry training certifications, and the activities that we are doing through ISC platform, which involve about conducting the webinars, or if there is any competition like if there is any competition or any event which is going to be conducted. So, regarding those information, and in order to assist the interns in progressing ahead with their internship, this meeting has been scheduled. And also, let me tell you that we encourage interns to provide their demonstrations with respect to the live projects that they have worked, provided the if they have reached towards finishing product of their live project, we encourage them to provide the demonstrations for the same. And also, we conduct group discussions based on the topics announced. So, for those purposes, this meeting is conducted. I hope that answers your query. Okay, Naman, it would be great if you can unmute yourself, because for web development, we have the domain lead, or we can say the industry mentor is present over here. The industry mentor for web development, or I can say the domain lead for web development, is Vineet Christopher. Vineet, over to you. Naman has some queries.
Hello.
Yes, Naman, please
Good
proceed.
evening, sir. I want to ask, like, for the web development program or a project, we need an SQL data set. So we need to create, or either is the given.
Yes, actually, there is a data set will not provide in the course structure. So you need to create a data set which contains the state detail. For the state, there will be a particular number of colleges and their course details, conduct details, and the fee structure also you can able to include. If possible, you can include the map location. So you need to create a data set.
Mention
Uh,
SQL, we need to create it, right? Then we need to integrate with our website.
Yes, you need to create a schema for the table, and once the SQL tables were created, you can integrate in your web application.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you are welcome.
Thanks a lot, Vineet, for resolving the query. I believe we are good to close, and it is 6 p.m. So we will be connecting with you guys on next Friday at same time, 5 p.m. And whenever you have any queries or doubts, you can utilize the IEC chat room. IEC community chat room is available in order to ask your queries. And once you will be putting your query, our industry mentors will be responding back to your queries over there. Of course, the working hours are, or I can say the working days, the weekdays are from Monday to Friday. So try to get your queries resolved within the weekdays itself. And if at all it happens like you are asking your queries during weekends, no worries at all. But yes, those queries will be getting carry forwarded on weekdays, and those queries will be getting resolved in weekdays if you are asking those queries during Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, Dhruv. Hello, Dhruv. By the way, I hope you are not having any query. If you are having any query, kindly let us know, because we are about to conclude this call. Any queries you have, Dhruv? Oh, okay. I am Dhruv Patil. I'm a visually impaired student from VI. Okay, okay. Require application. Okay, thanks, Dhruv. So Thanks for mentioning about your concern. And um, what we can, okay, Shreyans, this internship is self-paced, and it is involving no payment. It is available at no cost. This internship that we are providing, it is available at no cost. So, Dhruv, what you can do is you can enable one of the suggestions that we would like to give is you can enable the talkback feature in your device. And yes, as far as application is concerned, so you need to fill in the IAC profile form. Okay, so we are just providing the details for the same. Let me just provide you the link through which you can enroll yourself for global professional internship. Okay, Dhruv, so we have provided the URL for internship. Okay. And also, let me just tell you that once you will be registering yourself into that GPI workflow, you will get to see a Get Started tab. Over there, you will be able to access IAC Webinar Hub. So over there is a in that there is a chapter item named as 15 April pre-internship talk. So you can access that in order to understand about how you can progress ahead with completing the activities over IAC as far as industry training and internships are concerned. All right, I guess we are great to conclude this meeting. Thank you so much, everyone. We will see you on next Friday. All right, so Shreyans, just to conclude with your question, so you can access the jobs and gigs page, which is present in Get Started. Okay, in Get Started, kindly just scroll down. You will get to see the jobs and gigs page. Over there, once you will click on that element, then you will get to see the web page in front of you, or I can say the page in front of you, wherein you will get to see the lot of opportunities as far as paid or non-paid opportunities are concerned with respect to jobs or internships. Thanks. Thank you, everyone.